What up, man?
What's up, young man? How you doing? Life's amazing.
Young man. Wow. Thank you for that.
You're welcome, man. You're very welcome. Cut Chemist, not only thank you for coming on down, but I was hit up by Repmatic like a week before I even launched this show, and he was like, bro, if there's somebody I could tell you to make sure you hit up, it's Cut Chemist, bro. And
you know, I was the Qbert show your first show? That shit was so dope. I was like, man, I'm a fan. Like, just off the first episode. You know, I go through my stuff, I collect stuff, I play with my toys. I'm not like one of those guys that just shelves it. So,
for sure.
You know what I mean? Like, so I'm just like quarantined with all this cool shit, and life doesn't suck. It's pretty great. Hip hop culture in like '83 in Hollywood was fucking crazy because, you know, that's where all the tourists come. So people from all over the city who had skills would come to Hollywood Boulevard to either dance or rap or, you know, pop lock and shit like that.
Yes.
So I lived like one major street up from Hollywood Boulevard. So I would just walk down there and see this shit. And it was all there. And of course, you know, my introduction to breakdancing was Flashdance.
Okay.
But I didn't really have a context for it. I was like, oh shit, like when the dude, you know, I was like, oh, that's some like mime stuff, right? I didn't have a context for what it was as a culture. Certainly didn't know It's Just Begun when it was playing. I was like, oh damn, this is different than all the rest of the music in the movie.
You go to UCLA?
I graduated from UCLA.
What age you're introduced to the turntables or any other element?
11 years old. So
yes,
it was
11
the
years
end of
old.
'83.
Did you first gravitate to being a DJ?
Everything at once. B-boying first.
And what was your? Did you have a name besides
I went through a bunch of
McFadden?
names. You know, I was trying to find my identity, so I went through. But when I embraced graffiti, it was Maestro with a Y, and that stuck until my group almost got signed, and I was like, I can't. There's already the Mighty Maestro on Tough City, so I can't really come out with that. It's already done. So a friend of mine's dad came up with a list of names for me, and I wish I had that list. I would show it. Yeah, but one of the names was Cut Chemist, and I liked it because of the alliteration. I was like, oh shit, that's got, you know, like I can visualize that, you know, like a persona. That's and beautiful. So I stuck with it.
And that was just your superhero name since. And to understand you guys, and I'll say you guys as J5, you guys were two separate crews who come together and form J5, yeah?
Yeah, Unity Committee, which was Charlie Tuna, Mark 7, and myself, and then Rebels of Rhythm, which was Zakir, Akil, and a guy named Shawnee Mack, who's no longer with us.
Yeah. So it was an amazing introduction, at least for the East Coast, to be embraced, because you guys were doing the black and white ads with TVT. Was it? What was the?
Yeah, TV. We released it through out of my trunk first, and then TVT picked it up a year later.
Phenomenal. That's great, because you start seeing it and everybody starts getting curious on this name, because it was so different for hip hop to use Jurassic. I was like, wait, okay, we're doing, you know,
embracing the whole like roots of hip hop out of New York. Being from LA was kind of a head scratcher, you know. So there was something there to that. I think. And
as far as that goes, if we could go back to Hollywood, did Breaking have any impact on you?
Did
film?
What?
Breaking, the film.
Oh shit. Major. Fucking major. I think I went out to British Imports and bought like the spiked glove like the next day. You know? Like, what was that? Like, that whole era was weird, like using that kind of fashion sense in hip hop.
Yeah.
You know, like Cold Crush, you know, and then the glove, you know, probably influenced from Islam or something. But yeah, I went and got mine. So yeah, I taped it on my box. I went to the theater and taped the movie on my radio, and I listened to it like all the time, just when I couldn't be there to watch the movie.
So you taped the audio onto your radio from the film?
Yeah, like in the seat next to me. Yo, I still have the tape.
No, that's beautiful. That's some hip hop shit. I admire that so much.
I mean, it was either that or go spend $250 every 5 minutes, you know, to watch the movie.
I love that. Is that the hip hop? Which hip hop film have you seen the most in your life?
Wild Style.
Wild Style.
Mm-hmm.
So definitely a great film. So moving up, J5, you guys end up releasing some great material,
Mm-hmm.
and what is different, you guys were embraced for your live show. How important was that for you?
It became our bread and butter, you know, when we started to. Well, first of all, we were raised at the Good Life, which was all about performance. It was like our little mini Apollo for anybody that doesn't know
where
about the
Fat
Good Life.
Joe got booed at.
Yeah, or Biz got praised at, you know.
Yes.
Gravediggers did well. You know, it was just, I think he got booed because he cursed. You know, I mean, that was like the main thing. He broke the rule. You couldn't curse on the mic. But
Awesome.
but yeah, so we cut our teeth there, and then from there we just kind of felt like, well, let's just act like every show's the Good Life, where we have to do our best every time. And then we started getting put on like rock festivals, so it was like we had to compete with bands in front of audiences that didn't know who we were, so we had to show and prove and have it translate to them. And that was again cutting our teeth on a whole different platform. So we just kept going.
And I admire that, where I remember, I mean, of course, with my experience with the Arsonists, but when I joined the Executioners, we were doing rock sets, tours at their like summer jams, their respective cities' summer jams. And there was some audiences that were into it and some that were kind of like, what's going on? Were you guys always embraced?
No, no. There was one time in specifically I can remember on the Warped Tour. Now the Warped Tour is it's a rock tour. I get, you know, it's definitely a rock tour. It's kind of like a punk rock tour. It's just a very bare bones, like in the middle of a Dust Bowl tour, like across all the like worst conditions you could possibly play in outside across the country.
Okay.
And so there was one time where they had switched. You don't know when you're going to play until that day at noon. They give you the schedule. All right, boom, you're on at 2 o'clock or you're on at 8. You don't know.
For sure.
They had switched us with Green Day. one show. And so all these Green Day fans are expecting to see Green Day. And Jurassic 5 comes up. That didn't go so well. That was shitty. In fact, Green Day and us became really good friends, and they were on the stage, and I think they kind of had to, you know, they came out and kind of like calmed them down or some shit. Like, hey man, these are guys, like, don't. I remember a bottle of sand being thrown at us.
A bottle of sand.
And skipping the turntable, and I just told Newmark, like, just keep going. Like, come on, fuck that. And then then another bottle of sand was thrown, and like Charlie Tuna just was like emceeing, and then he just fucking caught it like he was a Jedi. That shit was dope. Yeah, so I mean, you know, there was some. They weren't all just, you know, rainbows and roses.
For sure, man, which is amazing. But to let everybody know, all the viewers, this is called Showoff Your Gems. I am Destroy, that amazing human being rocking with us right here today. It's Cut Chemist. And we are going to give him an opportunity to show off his gems. Also let you guys, if you see things that are amazing, you hit the hearts, you put gem emojis. And if you guys, the viewers, have gems of your own, you are welcome after this interview to show your gems. But Cut Chemist, the floor is yours. Show us some sweetness.
All right, where do you want to start? What kind of medium would you like?
Oh, it's your world, brother.
All right, so let's start with, I'm going to flip the camera around. Hold on. And I'm going to see if I can work this tripod here. This is from 1984. It's an autograph by Ice-T. let me and please let me know if I'm like all pixelated and fucked up, and I'll call you back because I want this shit to be seen. But
okay.
He was judging a breakdance contest with like David Mendenhall from General Hospital and shit.
Phenomenal.
And it's on the back of a breakdance class flyer, which I took. So, woo! All right, check it. What's up with that? Come
celebrate. Graffiti rock.
Yeah, it's a flyer for like. I don't think it's for the actual show. I think it's for a private screening of
the show.
Of the show after they shot it. So
Amazing.
anybody that knows graffiti rock, that was a huge deal. Michael Holman, and I mean, come on, dude.
For sure.
If you don't know it, go look it up. All right. So that's crazy. This is some
that's
crazy
that's
in
a
flyer
phenomenal,
world.
of course.
This is like, get the fuck out of here. All right. Now this is we're switching gears a little bit.
That's okay.
This shit right here. This is an art proof for the alternate or the first version of Up for the Downstroke by Parliament.
Ooh.
So this would have been the cover, but it got rejected.
And you have it.
Yeah, I have it.
Beautiful.
All right. So check this out. I just pulled this just because our boy's killing it, but I thought that was kind of cool from 1990. This poster.
Of course.
With the nice. Hold on, let me put this Parliament thing somewhere where I'm not going to step on it.
Okay, definitely.
Right.
Once again, show off your gems. Cut Chemist is walking us, giving us a tour into his vault, and he paused. He went to put away the Parliament joint, but we're at a D-Nice flyer. Is that what that is?
That was a D-Nice flyer, yes. Okay, so as my books fall. All right, this one's kind of cool. A follow the leader show poster there.
That is extremely cool.
That could go with Russell Peters' acetate.
Yeah,
right?
yeah. Mike, boom! We have, for the viewers, what he's talking about, we had Russell Peters on here, and he showed the acetate given to him by Eric B. Rakim for that specific album, Follow the Leader.
All right, let's kick it up a notch.
Please.
All right, so let's see.
Oh my God, what he's blowing past is amazing. So,
but I want to show you. All right, so check this out. First of all, that shit just looks like the Goonies map. You know what I mean? It's just seen some shit. You know what I mean?
Archive, legit.
Yeah, and anybody that likes the flyer thing, we do the Flyer Friday at 5:00 PST, where we go way in on all this shit.
Beautiful.
But let's talk about templates, like flyer art.
Layout, yeah.
The layouts. So this is a Buddy Esquire template there. So this is the original master that they print off of. So you could see, like, the paste on.
Oh, that's the master.
Yeah. And if you see my hand shaking, it's because you can't touch history like this without feeling the vibes. You know what I mean? It's not nervousness. It's just I'm connected. It's crazy. So that's
wow.
A good one.
Yeah, I seen Tito Puente in there. You had so many relics.
So I want to show you my favorite one though. This shit is bonkers. Let me see. This one right here. This shit is fucking stupid. This one's an art layout by Eddie Ed. And the thing I like about it is the fact that it uses a color photo of Funky 4. So again, it's the cutout photo. And then you have, Jazzy J and Red Alert Demo and everybody involved.
That says 1981 on it, brother.
And I don't think I've seen a picture of Cosmic Force better than this. I mean, this shit's pretty. You know what I mean?
That's phenomenal.
Yeah, that's a good one. You got to be real.
No, take your time, brother. Take
you know
your
what?
time.
We're just gonna because I don't want Cut Chemist to be responsible for the one that made that less than what it was before I got to it.
Keep going.
All right. So that's fun. You want to see some shit?
Please.
So let's just go over here. Let's look at some cool records. So, all right. So
salute to everyone in here that owns vinyl.
Yeah, or even better, acetates.
Woo!
So you know DST, right?
Yeah.
Graham makes a DST. Well, this is some shit that never came out, and it's like I think it's like from 80 or 81 probably. But this shit is bananas. It's a live band. And Infinity 4, Infinity Machine. Come on, man.
Yes.
So I'm just going to keep that there for... All right. So that's cool. Something from Islam. The cool thing about this is like a cool cover-up, so like you pull it out. And it's...
Ooh, all marked up. I respect
all marked up. Yeah. Islam, when he came out here in the 80s and just brought the whole Zulu chapter, it was a big deal for us. So, this one's cool. It's flash to the beat, but it's a test pressing, and it's made out to Tony Rome. Now it says Flash. I don't think that's from Flash. It might be, but I'd have to do some like forensic handwriting shit. But love always to Tony Rome. That's pretty fucking bananas. So speaking of that,
a white one.
You know what that is?
The image.
Nah. This thing.
I have words in front of it. The comments. Yo, bro.
You know what I mean?
Bro, oh my gosh. Listen, the innovations when you guys, please, like, you
the
grabbing
rolls
onto that. Yeah, of course, brother. Tell me about like on the equipment end, because the Coachella thing when you guys came on, I was so not only happy because I'm seeing this group that I was super much of a fan and also supportive of everything that they did. But when you guys were there, how you presented the whole thing was just amazing, brother.
Yeah, man. I forgot I was gonna break out my turntable guitar from that show, but I forgot. Anyway,
it's all good.
Yeah, I mean, when we came back together for Coachella, first of all, we hadn't been together as a full unit in I don't know how many years, and then a stage like Coachella, like the second stage and a headlining slot, it's like you can't come out like fucking like you're doing the Warped Tour.
You can't, yeah.
So yeah, Newmark and I were like, well, what are we gonna do? Because we always have like a cool little DJ thing that applies innovation, invention, showmanship, or whatever skills.
Yeah.
And he was like, I want to build a big fucking turntable, like huge, that you could see from 70,000 people away. You know what I mean? And I was like, yeah, right. But really, what do you want to do? And he did it. And so I was like, all right, cool. Let me take my turntable around the neck shit and like build a thing so I actually come out like fucking Angus Young. Yeah. I made some like cut off jean shorts and shit.
Yeah.
I had a fucking like the suit and then the tie. Fucking came out. And I remember my shit broke like 5 minutes before it was showtime. And Z-Trip was there, and he had a tool belt. So he was like fixing my shit with like I think he had a fucking soldering gun like in a holster. You know what I mean? And he started soldering my needle. And meanwhile, Newmark like blew us off to go talk to Paul McCartney and take a picture with Paul McCartney. I was like, you dick. But I get it. I'd do the same thing. But it happened. It was a great show. It was a great
it was
off for the reunion.
It was definitely worth it. You know, I know it gets stressful at that moment, but man, when I seen it, I was so proud of what you guys brought to the table.
Totally. You want to see some more shit?
Hey, this is Show Off Your Gems, bro.
All right. So this is the original Brain Freeze uniform I wore for the El Rey show. And then if you could see, I made these little name tags for everybody.
Yes.
You know what I mean? And so I kept that shit. Shout out to my man Freddie Martel, who commandeered that from his local 7-Eleven.
Wow. Genius.
So anybody that doesn't know Brain Freeze, you know, it's the DJ Shadow and me, all 45 thing.
That was such a great tour. I caught it when it was at Irving Plaza, and you know.
Actually, the one you caught at Irving Plaza was this one.
Wow.
This is product placement. This is the chef outfit. So check this out. During the tour, I had it signed by everybody who opened. See, there's Newmark. Let's see, I got on the hat Percy P, who came out at Irving Plaza. I don't know if you're at that one.
Yep.
And then if you flip it around, like Tuna drew a fish.
Woo.
On that shit.
Tuna was about that fish life.
Yeah, he is. He gets down on the paint too. So, yeah, and that was product placement.
And then you guys, because I also noticed that figure you have, that was for that tour, or I know your collab with
that was
Shadow.
That was the third one. Hard Sell. That guy. So we made those. Yeah, we made these little juke bots, and you know, this one I think is the second one, but check it out. I think is it. Where did I put it? So much shit over here. Well, I try to find. Yeah, I mean, the funny thing is I crammed everything into this room because this is the best Wi-Fi. You know what I mean? Otherwise,
yeah, smart man.
So I'm trying to. Anyway, here's my my original 1978 Darth Vader helmet.
Ooh, that's well.
I was gonna answer the phone wearing that shit, but then I was like, I don't want to. I don't want people to think I'm too much of a fucking loser.
Nah, bro, right. It's happened. Somebody came on with a Sting mask on. It happens.
What about
it gets intense on here.
Figure? You got this Futura action figure? You know, Futura 2000?
Yeah, of course. I'm just admiring the action figure.
So this one, and I still have the letter. And it says, these action figures are actually too fragile to see much action. Please be careful. They're extremely limited, especially since lots showed up broken. Have as much fun as possible without breaking it. Allison. That's Allison Pember from back when she was at London Payday. So that's cool. I'll give you 3 guesses.
Stan? I was gonna hot guy. Hot man.
Drawing blanks?
Nope.
That's George Lucas.
Blank. I'm thinking
That's
of
George Lucas doll, man.
The George Lucas doll. Please let me see this. He was a slimmy by this time. What year was this?
This had to have been like, I don't know, probably mid-90s, 2000. Some Boogie Nights. Somebody said it's Boogie Nights.
Yeah, that's clean. So now you were telling me your bread and butter was definitely on tour, and something that I read that was amazing was you going on tour with Shakira, known to many as Shakira.
Here, I'll flip this around. I don't know how that happened, man. I think it was like, I don't know. My manager just called me up and he was like, "Do you want to open up for Shakira?" And I was like, "Yeah, fuck it, why not?" He's like, it's 3 months in hockey stadiums all across Europe. And I was like,
Woo!
bet, yeah, let's do it.
So
The first show,
you were just doing your thing.
Plus my album had just kind of dropped, so it was still in campaign mode. So I was like, this is a great way to hit a bunch of people. You know, like J5 did the Warp Tour, I get the Shakira tour, right?
Yeah, there you go. You know when you're coming on. So
hold on. First show, I'm doing my thing, like my Cut Chemist thing. Like, oh, they're gonna love it. I'm gonna beat juggle. I'm gonna play my joints. I'm gonna play other joints. You want to know what 30,000 boos sound like?
Oh my God!
Yo, it was like this. It was like a tornado. Like I was in the eye of a storm. It shit was scary. I thought I was gonna get killed.
Oh my gosh!
And in a foreign country.
Yes.
So
yes.
Anyway, they were like, "Hey, the manager wants to speak to you," and I was like, "Well, this can't be good." Because it's just her and me. There's no, like, I'm not warming up the crowd. Everybody's in that fucker. And I have to entertain 30,000 Germans before Shakira. So it's like this dude, and plus I had my visual guy next to me, and we're both like, you know, we're not like hot Latin women that everybody came to see.
We got
so
it.
Anyway, so I was like, they were like, my manager was with us, and I was like, I want to stay. I want to, you know, I called home, and I was like, Mom, you know, that shit. Crying like, I think they're gonna send me home. So I stuck it out, and I figured out a nice kind of like a formula that would work for them and me. It took a few shows,
for sure,
but I was like, if I just play what they recognize but do my thing and then slide in the songs I think of my catalog would work.
Yes.
Figure that shit out, and by the time we got to Paris, it was like standing ovation. The shit was crazy. So,
that right there is an amazing thing, because it shows that you were willing to work with what you got, and that I applaud that, because you do have moments where there are people who are just stubborn to stay stuck in what they're doing, and to learn to do that is
But yeah, important. They had every right. You know, like if I was there to see Shakira and this shit showed up, beat juggling like there's a DJ in your town by fucking Samson and Delilah, like, I'd be like, get the fuck out of here. I don't want to hear that shit. And plus, there's really no reference, because from far away, they don't even know what I'm doing. They can't really see.
Yes.
So my visual guy and I implemented the whole video thing on the Jumbotrons. And we did this thing where we recorded people on a video camera, and then I cut it up on the Jumbotrons. And that shit was like, oh, they've never seen that shit, and probably never will again. So it was cool. It was a lot of fun, and very like, what do you call that? Rite of passage kind of moment.
Yeah, and I love it, because it becomes not only a talking point, but something to also say that you toured with a caliber of an artist on your own, you know, throughout Europe on tour with an artist like her, which is very unique,
totally.
And very appreciated. He's got a bro.
It's my baby. Hey, hold on, check it out. I'm gonna get a screenshot.
What? Oh my gosh.
He actually works, but
oh
he actually
my.
moves and remote controls and lights up, but he's not happy today. I gotta take him to Tashi's and get some power converters.
Amazing. That is freaking phenomenal, brother. So you kept on, you did your own thing as far as your solo releases as well, along with the stuff that you did with Shadow. And what is it that keeps you inspired throughout all these years, from when you were introduced to it back in, I think you said 84?
The fact that there's always, you know, I like to learn about history. You know, like I'm kind of a history buff when it, obviously, I mean, you know, with the flyers and the records and things. So I started this journey of like really digging deep into hip hop probably around 86, like actively like going out and like looking for things, primarily East Coast based. I was obsessed with Philly and New York, for obvious reasons.
Yeah.
And so that shit just never changed. And there's always something, whether it's like an unreleased test pressing or, you know, a version of My Mic's on Fire that you can only get on acetate by Lord Shafiq, you know, it never ends. And so you start to meet people, whether it's the pioneers themselves that made the shit, or if it's like other collectors from like fucking Stuttgart or some shit, you know, and you talk to them and you start to develop a wider vocabulary of the culture you love. And that's just never ending. It's infinite. And every day that goes by, I learn something new, and I can add it to the dialogue that already exists, and it changes context slightly, sometimes a lot. And that's what keeps me inspired. You know, it's when we're all in quarantine, it's interesting to see like a lot of DJs do streams and DJ sets. I haven't. I've been doing like Flyer Friday, talking to you, watching your show, and like really delving into the history and trying to share that with people, because obviously that's something that I really want to focus on while I'm in lockdown and share it with people more than, you know, I want to cut it up, and I do want to do that, and I'm trying to like wrap my head around all the fucking technology that changes daily on streaming.
Yes.
Right? But I'm perfectly happy sharing what I know and what I can learn from other people in the audience, in the chat rooms, about what it is that we all love, which is hip hop.
Sure, man. And that's kind of how this came about, you know, wanting to kind of create an experience for us to kind of feel still like a community. You know, and I'm happy not only that you've collected that stuff, but that you're a true passionate person of the culture.
Hey, listen, you know, when the last Flyer Friday I did was with Van Silk, and that shit got so deep, because now I'm connecting with somebody who was there, telling stories over my flyers that I've collected, and it just, you put the pieces together in a way that no one has before.
Right.
And it's amazing.
This is
the next one's going to be Jazzy J this Friday. It's going to be crazy.
Which is amazing. Yeah, of course. I mean, this is like Cornell University out on the East Coast. You know, they're putting together. They have all these items, and Crazy Legs and Rich Medina and a lot of individuals have been helping capture that history, because these items kind of also tell a story that people may not know. But that being said,
that's the thing. These things, that's why we love them, because they do tell a story that you're not going to get in a lot of books, or, you know, like just person-to-person conversation type story. Yeah, this shit's amazing. The energy that just holds and bottles is like lightning.
What you got there?
Speaking of lightning,
oh,
I love talking about it, but let's show it. All right, I'm gonna flip this around. All right, let's see if I can get this. All right, so. Yay, Wild Style, right? Love it. My most watched movie. Angle this down a little bit. But how about the original instrumentals that they were using in the movie? But check this out. This one comes with the flyer to the amphitheater jam. Oh shit! Fat Five Freddy signed it for authenticity.
Like a seal.
Scratchy seal!
Oh my gosh.
So check it out. But not only that, but like, I've never seen a flyer to the Dixie Club shoot.
Bro!
What the fuck? Yo!
The levels of that one item on how you're displaying it is just mind-blowing, bro.
I don't think you're ever going to see this shit in front of an R2 unit. Ever. Right.
Nope.
And then a production schedule. What about the production schedule? Wait, hold on. What happened on October 2nd. Dixie, official talk. No, sorry, office talk. Ray meets P. P on phone. Riot. Yeah.
That's amazing. Holy my.
All right, you ready for
Wow,
this
that's
shit?
amazing. Why? Because Crazy Legs also, when he was doing this show, he pulled out his Wild Style vinyl, and inside during the show, he never looked in it, and he found the press release.
Oh, he got the press. Of course he does. Yeah, I still need those. Let's talk. Hold on. This shit's crazy.
Chest present. You're gonna have to say.
This is It's Yours, right?
Oh my god.
By Tila Rock and Jazzy J. But Pete, it's fucking got Rick Rubin's phone number on there. Yo, let's fucking you call him up right now. 420-8666.
Hey, yo, Rick.
Yeah.
Show off your gems, Rick.
Let's call him right now. So this is an alternate mix too, by the way. Apparently they couldn't clear the Clap Your Hands JB cut. So they had to dip it in the mix for the official release. But if you look, I don't know if you could see it, but the layout for the artwork is kind of penned in the 12-inch, which is pretty cool.
Wow, brother. That's a catch.
That's a catch. Check this out.
Moly.
So, what, first Beastie Boys thing? 12-inch on Def Jam, right?
Yes.
Oh shit, it comes with the fucking first press photo where Rick Rubin was the DJ.
Yes. Let me see that. Put it closer. Let me see it, please. Oh my gosh.
And that's taken outside of his dorm room.
Yes.
At NYU. So, yeah.
Phenomenal.
That's a good one.
Now,
go ahead.
I hope everyone understands, like, the level of the gems that he's showing. It starts with it being a test pressing or a white label. Just that alone is just mind-blowing. But I want to ask you, when was it that you felt that you were being received as Cut Chemist and you've kind of arrived? And what was that moment that people realized?
It hasn't happened yet.
You know.
I think, you know what? I think that's what keeps me going is, I don't know, it's, moments come and go, but is there like one defining moment where it was like, the world, I have arrived, the world knows who I am, and they're always going to know who I am.
Yeah.
That's just never the case, man. You got to prove yourself to yourself every step of the way. So I guess, I don't know. I mean, if there was one time that I felt like that Shakira show was like, if I can turn myself on to people that don't know me and don't have any context for what I do, and I can entertain them.
Yes.
I go home happy, and that happened on that tour. So I would say that was the first time I really came out of my shell, because remember, I also came out of a situation where I was behind 4 MCs.
Right.
And so then leaving that and having to be responsible for the success or failures of a show all by myself, that shit fucked my head up. And it took me a while to transition into that. And that Shakira moment was the moment where I was like, okay, I conquered that. I can do it. So.
Do you still have your dreads? Someone asked.
Yes, I do. They're in a bag. I can get them.
Yeah.
I mean, I do have them.
Hakeem from Channel Live had his dreads, and it blew all of my mind on the floor. And he even rapped the Mad Ism thing. I was like, wow, that's amazing.
So wait a minute. So I opened up for Arsonist in Vancouver once, like I think in like '96.
Wow, what's great is that we have some of the Arsonists here, and that was the first day that we started to break up. That was our last tour,
It was probably because of my
Vancouver.
shitty set. You were like, that opener sucks so bad. We gotta fucking disband.
We got into a fight internally, and that was the end. That was the last tour. I came home from that tour, and I had to. I got, you know. So me and you could definitely appreciate that in the aspect of like being around with so many human beings. There's so many energies, and you're trying to navigate through that.
It's tough. It's tough to just hey listen, you know, like any family's hard, you know, when you're in a big family of brothers.
Yep.
You're gonna fight, you're gonna butt heads, you know, ego's gonna get involved, or you know, or misconceptions, or stupid arguments to really, really serious ones. After a while, you know, that just weighs on you. And so anybody that could keep it together for like a long time, like shout out to De La Soul.
Shout out to De La Soul.
You know what I mean? Shout out to like all the groups that had just always stuck around and still doing their thing and killing it. You know what I mean? Because I know how hard that is. Check this out.
Go.
How about the Break the Chains comic with the tape?
Yes.
So that's
Big
like,
Joe
I think
Crash.
that's the first release of the KRS-One. That's pretty cool.
I remember I took the 12-inch from Funkmaster Flex and gave it to Tony Touch.
Right. Yeah, with the cassette. You know, I didn't
got
open
the
it.
Actual. Wait. Let me enjoy that. Hold on, because I've only seen the 12-inch.
Yeah, and I don't think the 12 is like a legit release. I think this was the only way it was legitimately released.
Wow.
Yeah. Well, I feel compelled to show something consistent with some other shows, which is, now I'm not a sneakerhead.
Okay, I appreciate that.
But I have a couple things that I like, and maybe, you know, we'll note by the hearts or lack thereof. But I'm gonna start. I haven't. Has anybody shown any Bapes?
Yes, we've seen a few different things.
These are my favorite Bapes. I actually wore these. They look like Neapolitan ice cream.
Yes, they do.
But I really dig these.
That's beautiful.
All right, there's some hearts for the Bapes.
Yeah.
But check this out. What about the Fantastic Four Marvel one?
Yes. Let me see those, please.
Hold on, let me get my selfie stick on deck here. So.
Wow.
Yeah, they're in this like weird
Casing.
action figure fucking case.
Yes.
But
let me see the side, the side silhouette of the sneaker itself. Wow. That's awesome. Did you get that in the United States?
No. You know who gave that to me was Nico himself. When I think I don't know when it was, man. But yeah, it was out in Japan.
Yes, of course it was.
That's pretty cool. So wait, hold on a second. I'm going to just show my Sir Echo while I get the other one ready.
So do it.
It's a fucking tape delay.
Sirocco. Yeah, you're amazing with your equipment situation. Oh my god.
All right, so what about this shit?
Yes. Your logo on a pair of Nike Air boxes. Please give me what I need. Wow, brother. Come on, y'all. That's a heart.
Come on,
that's
I'm not seeing
diamond.
no fucking hearts. They don't like my
Nah,
shoe,
they're gonna
man.
hit. They're gonna give you. They
don't like
pull
my
it out the
fucking
box.
shoe, man.
Show.
I'm hanging up.
Explain. They gotta see what it's. I know what it says because I know the logo.
Yeah, it's
Cut Chemist.
Yeah, I got these in Brazil. They were made for me.
Sweet.
And I think there was only 2 pair that were made. My visual guy got one, and I got the other. I need to talk to my visual guy about getting his
pair. Make him less visual with a poke.
Yeah. I got other stuff, but you know, if you want to, shoot the shit on another topic, just let me know.
Nah, brother, we're good. Before you go, you know, of course, you showed us, you told us, but if there is some inspiring words for the viewers out there who are watching, he goes with another white labeled as genius.
This, okay, check it out. This is a great story. Rock Raider, rest in peace. When he was DJing for AG, I was like, oh shit, do you have any like original show vinyl? He was like, yeah, and he sent me this. Super sweet guy, you know, toured with him a few times, and you can see the Executioner sticker on there. So this comes from Rock Raider.
That's beautiful. I had the good honor of
now I'm just gonna go like, you know, just like, you know, rifle through shit. But the Biz 45 he gave me, make the music.
Wow. I bought my copy from Evil D when he worked at a record store.
And then this is the best story of them all.
Go.
All right, so this shit right here, right? Great album.
Phenomenal.
The show vinyl that Chuck D made himself, that's Chuck D handwriting on it. Okay? But Pete, when I told him I had it, he was like, oh shit, can you send me the files? Because I don't even have that shit. When I ordered a box of 50, the box got stolen. Back in 1987. Okay? And so, yeah, I'm like, no, Chuck, you can't have the files. Sorry. But if you ever want to hear My Uzi Weighs a Ton instrumental, it's fucking great. I got one last thing to show you.
Please.
If I can find it.
No problem. Once again, you guys get ready if you guys got gems.
All right. Hustlers Convention, right? Great. Classic break. Sport. Y'all ever seen the book?
Ooh. No.
Came with a book originally. And I want to read a passage. Now, my A Spoon Poon was a young boy named Spoon, my crime partner from the block. He had served a bullet in the deuce, and now they were cutting him loose from the joint they called the Rock. And there's Spoon right there.
Woo! Cut Chemist, you're an amazing human being. We love that you love this culture and that you take it all in from all angles in the sense of art, music, and even having tangible items that stimulate your mind, because that's exactly what you did for us. If you can, some inspiring words to everyone out there to stay positive.
Oh man, I know it's a weird time right now. Yeah, definitely. Please stay positive. Find the beauty in life. There's a bunch of stuff going on, like heroes like you, D Nice, Quest Love. I mean, I'm all up in these clubs right now. It's not even funny. I couldn't even get into these clubs in real life, but I can get back past the velvet rope on Instagram. So, you know, if you want, if you're having a tough day, like just jump on one of these feeds, man, and you know, your spirits will ultimately get lifted up. That's just one thing. The other thing is, you know, I don't know what kind of social distancing you guys have in your area, but get some sunshine. You know, just, you know, be responsible and love music, love art, have an open mind, and just you know, take care of yourselves. And I love you.
Chemist, on behalf of everybody who is viewing and also myself, thank you so much. I love you, brother. I hope one day I get to say hello to you. And I love that you remembered it was the Zulu Nation that we took that photo at. That was super awesome, brother.